You work all month long, and when payday comes, it feels like your money just evaporates. Have you ever felt that way? Like your paycheck is water running through your fingers? Today, I'm going to show you the 5 biggest mistakes that make your paycheck disappear. And the worst part is, you might be making one or more of them without even realizing it. After years of helping people organize their finances, I know exactly what works. Do you feel like you're always chasing money? You work hard but never manage to save anything. You're not alone. Millions of people live this cycle. They earn, spend, get into debt, and start all over again the next month. Maybe you even try to save, but before you know it, you've already made several impulse purchases. Or maybe you think you'll have some left over, but your credit card expires, rent comes due, and there goes what little you had left. The problem isn't how much you earn, it's how you handle what you earn. Many times the mistake lies in small, financial habits that go unnoticed. And that's exactly what we're going to talk about today. The invisible mistakes that sabotage your salary. Understanding this is the first step to changing your relationship with money and starting to build the freedom you deserve. In this video, you'll discover 5 simple, but dangerous, mistakes that make your salary disappear. We'll talk about decisions you make without realizing it, habits that seem harmless, and attitudes that prevent you from prospering. And the best part, for each mistake you'll see a practical and applicable solution. Because managing your money doesn't have to be complicated, you just need to be aware. And this awareness starts now. Mistake 1. Spending before planning. You get your salary, and the first thing you do is spend it. A treat here, an outing there, maybe paying a few bills. And before you know it, the money is gone, without having planned anything. This is the most common mistake, spending before giving your money a purpose. Rich people do the opposite. They tell your money exactly where it goes, even before it hits your account. On the other hand, ordinary people spend their time trying to figure out where their money went. Without planning, you live on autopilot. You buy on impulse. You pay what you can afford. And what's left over, if there's any left over, you save. But the truth is that you almost never have any left over. The solution? Plan before you spend. Get a piece of paper or a finance app, and as soon as you get paid, determine how much will go to bills, necessities, and your goals. This may seem simple, but it changes everything. Because when money has a clear destination, it stops being a problem and becomes a tool. Mistake 2. Living based on the gross amount, not the net amount. You look at the gross amount of your salary and think, I'm fine, I can live comfortably. But you forget about taxes, automatic deductions, charges, Social Security. And when the money actually comes in, the net amount is much lower. Even so, many people continue to spend as if they earned the full amount. The result? Expired budget, credit card limit, and feeling like your salary is never enough. This mistake happens because you lack clarity. And when you don't have clarity, you make bad decisions. That's why the rule is simple. What matters is the net amount. It's with this that you should plan your life, your bills, your expenses, and your dreams. Before making any financial commitment, ask yourself, does this fit into my real salary? What really goes into my account? This simple adjustment in perception avoids surprises, relieves anxiety at the end of the month, and makes room for a more balanced financial life, based on reality, not illusion. Mistake 3. Not having a monthly budget. Have you ever tried to remember where your money went and simply couldn't? This happens to those who don't have a monthly budget. Without control, money slips through your fingers. Small everyday expenses, coffee delivery, transportation apps, online shopping, seem harmless, but add up to a high amount at the end of the month. Those who don't monitor what they spend live in the dark, and in the dark you stumble. A monthly budget is like a flashlight. It gives you vision and control. And the best part? You don't need to be a financial expert to do it. It can be a notebook, a spreadsheet, or an app. The important thing is to list everything. How much comes in, how much goes out, and where it goes. When you see the numbers, you start to notice patterns, cut out excesses, and make smarter decisions. Wealth doesn't start with earning more. It starts with financial awareness. and awareness comes when you finally look your money in the face. Mistake 4. Not building an emergency fund. Have you ever found yourself in an unexpected situation, like an unexpected car breakdown or an unexpected medical bill? What if I told you that the reason these situations seem even more difficult is the lack of an emergency fund? Many people live as if unforeseen events were something distant, something that will never happen to them. But, as you probably already know, emergencies are not a question of if they will happen, but of when. Without a reserve, any unexpected situation becomes a financial nightmare. This puts you in a vulnerable position where you have to rely on credit, which generates debt and more stress. The solution is simple. Start saving a portion of your income so you are prepared for the unexpected. It doesn't have to be a fortune, but enough to cover at least 3 to 6 months of basic expenses. This brings security, peace of mind, and freedom to focus on what really matters without worrying about what might happen tomorrow. Mistake 5. Not reviewing recurring expenses. Have you ever stopped to think about the automatic subscriptions you pay every month? Streaming app plans, software, or even that magazine subscription you no longer remember you have. These silent expenses could be draining your salary without you realizing it. Many people have the habit of subscribing to services and forgetting to review them. At first, it seems like it doesn't make a difference, but over time, these amounts accumulate and the money simply disappears. The mistake here is not paying attention to recurring expenses, those fixed expenses that you pay every month without questioning it. And the worst part, since they are automatic, they go unnoticed. The solution? Review all recurring expenses regularly. See if you really use all the services you pay for. Cancel what doesn't make sense and look for cheaper alternatives. Little adjustment adds up. And these small changes in your financial behavior could be what you need to achieve the financial freedom you so desire. Mistake 6. Not investing in financial education. Have you ever thought about how much time you dedicate to learning about money? Or rather, how much time you dedicate to understanding what really makes money work for you? Many people believe that managing finances is something instinctive, or worse, that it is something that can only be resolved with luck or through large gains. The reality is that those who do not invest in financial education are doomed to be manipulated by those who understand the subject. The mistake of not learning about money is serious. It prevents you from developing essential skills, such as controlling your spending, understanding investments, and making smart financial decisions. Investing in your financial education does not only mean reading books or taking expensive courses. There are many free resources such as blogs, videos, and podcasts that can transform your mindset. The secret is to acquire the knowledge necessary to make assertive decisions. When you understand the game of money, you win the game. And more importantly, you gain your freedom. Now that you know the main mistakes that many people make with their salaries, it is time to reflect. Each of these simple steps can transform your financial life, but what really matters is the action. Remember, it is not about how much you earn, but how you manage what you have. Every small change you make today can have a huge impact in the future. If you start to control what comes in and goes out, set aside money for emergencies, review your subscriptions, and of course, invest in your own financial education, you will soon have the freedom you have always wanted. The journey to financial stability and freedom is not a quick one, but it is a path that, when followed with consistency and patience, leads to financial peace of mind. If these tips made sense to you, it is time to take action. Don't let today's content be just another video you watch. The power of transformation is in your hands, so I invite you, start now. Review your budget, analyze your expenses, put into practice the lessons you have learned here. Don't wait until tomorrow to start changing your financial life. The first action is always the hardest, but it is also the most powerful. If you liked this video, like it, subscribe to the channel and share it with your friends. Tell me in the comments, which of these mistakes are you most likely to correct first? I want to know about your financial journey, and remember, Every step counts. Don't underestimate the power of small actions, because they can create a big change in your future.